On a historic Sunday in Arizona, a sea of supporters gathered to pay their final respects to conservative activist Charlie Kirk. The turnout was unlike anything seen before for such an event, with nearly 200,000 people in attendance. State Farm Stadium, the home of the Arizona Cardinals, reached its maximum capacity of over 73,000 within just hours of the doors opening at 8 a.m. Thousands more had to be redirected to the nearby Desert Diamond Arena, where another 20,000 filled the stands. Even then, countless others were turned away, leaving massive crowds gathered outside, dressed in red, white, and blue as Turning Point USA had requested. The atmosphere resembled a mix of memorial and revival, a reflection of Kirk's influence on politics, faith, and culture. Turning Point USA confirmed that 200,000 people had registered, and police on the ground said the crowd easily matched that number. The event drew some of the most notable names in politics and media. President Donald Trump and Vice President JD Vance were scheduled to speak, as well as Kirk's widow Erika, whose presence carried both sorrow and strength. Elected officials streamed into the venue from across the country. Among them were Colorado Representative Lauren Boebert, Arizona Representative Andy Biggs, and Florida Senator Rick Scott. Also spotted in the crowd were Secretary of War Pete Hegseth, businessman Elon Musk, commentator Matt Walsh, and former FBI official Dan Bongino. Conservative voices united, underscoring just how wide Kirk's impact had been. Representative Paulina Luna gave an emotional tribute, stating that her political career would not have been possible without Charlie Kirk. She declared to the cheering crowd that we are all Charlie Kirk now, and his legacy has just begun. Conservative commentator Benny Johnson asked the audience how many had been moved closer to faith because of Kirk, calling him a martyr in the Christian tradition. Perhaps the most powerful moment came when Erika Kirk addressed the audience. With grace and conviction, she shared forgiveness for the man who took her husband's life, saying Charlie's mission was always to save young men, even those who had lost their way. Her words brought tears and applause, cementing the memorial as both a farewell and a rallying cry. Supporters of all ages had traveled from across the nation, some arriving as early as 4 a.m. to secure a place inside. Others were forced to walk miles after parking lots overflowed. Greg Waters, a 71-year-old from California, described Kirk as a son-like figure, explaining that their connection was through faith. Betty Santasiero, wearing a red "I Am Charlie Kirk" shirt, said it was vital to keep dialogue open, even with friends on the opposite side of politics. The heat was unforgiving, reaching 90 degrees by mid-morning. Police confirmed that several attendees required medical help due to exhaustion and dehydration. Despite the massive gathering of supporters, small groups of protesters also appeared outside, including the Westboro Baptist Church and other anti-Kirk demonstrators. Their harsh signs and chants were drowned out by the overwhelming number of mourners inside and outside the stadium. This extraordinary memorial demonstrated the size and passion of a movement Charlie Kirk helped shape. His loss has left a void, but his legacy continues to energize a generation of conservatives. If you found this coverage insightful, don't forget to subscribe to Insight Pulse for more updates, deep analysis, and stories that matter. Your support helps us bring you content that cuts through the noise.